timelines. Because you've been posting, like, over the Holy Week, making us all inget the timeline of your love story, yung Cupid nyo. So, Ellen, the first time you saw D at that restaurant, hello, naghang ba kayo? Naghang kami.
Yeah.
You're chopping up again, but I think it's there, okay?
Okay. What did you think of him?
What did I think of him when
you
I
saw
first
him
met-
that night, when you went to that restaurant?
I was blown away. Charot. Super gwapo. I didn't expect him to look like this.
What do you expect me to look like?
Like, wala lang. Like, normal. Like, you know, may tsura, but
You've seen him
not
before,
that,
diba?
that pop.
But you've seen him
Huh?
No,
before.
we've never seen each other before. Well, I
Kahit
saw
sa
her at a
Pasar
wake.
Manipol,
No, never.
No.
you've never seen each other. But you said, you told me, D, that you follow each other on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tapos sabi
Yeah.
mo sa akin, crush ka ni Ellen.
Crush kita?
Super.
Totoo ba yun, Dai? Dai, totoo ba
Excuse me,
yun? Totoo,
I used to
crush mo
follow her because I really wanted to learn skip rope.
seriously.
So-
No, but why did you tell me before na crush mo na ako dati pa?
No, I had a crush on her before with her. She had this workout video. I was like, wow, she's really looking.
Which one? Which workout video?
So I was definitely physically attracted to her. I was supposed to do a movie with her, but that didn't push through. She
I backed out.
she backed out. Yeah,
When you found out it
kasi I
was
think she
him?
was chubby then.
Ha?
She was chubby. And medyo sexy yung movie. So and I ended up doing the movie with
Love you.
Lovey Po, yeah. So and
Okay,
then
okay.
yeah, and then it was just weird. We messaged. She'd like my
What?
photo.
I
You would.
I
I don't.
messaged.
No.
You message. I
did,
never
but
messaged first.
you liked my one of my posts.
Oh, so what's wrong
What
with
post?
liking a
Nothing.
post? I did not message
I think
you
it was
though.
something to do
post?
with my.
Naalala
I was a story or no something. I was doing skip rope, I think, and then I messaged you. Diba? Sabi ko nga sa'yo, turuan mo nga ako mag skip rope.
So, sino first move? Ikaw, D? Ikaw, D, first move?
No, not at all. The messages through Instagram were innocent. There's nothing like, and it was like only twice maybe.
Calling?
Calling? No, calling? No, just
No, just
Ano?
just
like
DM. Yeah,
yeah.
DM.
wala talaga nangyari. Nothing, and
Wala
then
nangyari.
But
No.
like, parang commenting lang, no?
yeah, yun lang,
Not like-
comments lang, and then yun na nga, we met in that restaurant, and I think yeah, I walked in with my nephew and my niece. Dinala ko pa ang nephew at niece ko para may excuse akong umuwi ng maaga. Kasi ayokong pumunta. Pinilit talaga ako ni John. I was already, like, sabi ko, John,
Pero wait lang ha, papilit-pilit siya, pero pumunta pa rin siya. Kasi
Okay,
if you really don't
sige
wanna
na.
go, you won't go. Diba? Mapipilit ka ba? You're not the type na mapipilit.
John is my good friend, and John's like, pumunta ka na dito, bigay mo na sa akin to, please. So I went. And I said, okay lang, I bring my nephew and my niece. He's like, oh, no problem. And I just wanted to say hi. So I had an excuse. I have to take them home. Meron silang curfew.
No, but he ended up staying long.
Okay, let's give them. Oh, sige, laglagan na to. So I walk in. I don't see Ellen. And I say hi to John. I say hi to the other people there. And then I look to my right. And Ellen is coming from the toilet. And literally, this is what happens, okay? This is no joke. She walks, and then she's like, sabi niya, shit, ang gwapo mo. No
Dahil totoo,
joke.
dahil
Oh,
totoo, dahil.
that was the first words that we exchanged with each other was, shit, ang gwapo mo.
Tama, totoo,
Ang
dahil.
gwapo
Totoo,
naman
dahil.
talaga.
And then I was like,
Oh,
oh,
gwapo.
thank you, and hi, I'm Derek. And, um,
Arte, kinilig ka, di?
I was tipsy na din.
I
Kaya confident na akong sabihin
I
yun. Pero wala
really-
na akong pakialam. Parang,
I really didn't know what to think, actually.
Oh, really? That night?
Yeah, and then, so we were there, we were loud, we were having a few drinks. Oh, my sister, hi, sis. Anyway, we were having a few drinks, and then we were loud, especially these two, John and Ellen, were super loud. And then here
Oh.
comes Rufa, comes around the corner and says, oh my God, I thought it was you guys. And then she's like, Derek, I live on your street too. I said, oh my God, what's going on here? So, sige, I'll throw a dinner for everyone. Let's have a dinner in Alaba.
Yeah.
Scheduled the dinner, and we ended the night. I went down in the lobby of Shang. This is, this is the truth. So we go down to the lobby. Her car is not there yet, and I'm like, we're neighbors, right? I can give you a ride home. And then she goes, ako, game ako dyan. And then she tells her PA, ikaw na maghintay ng driver, sasama na ako.
sama na ako kay Derek.
And then I take her home,
Tapos
and
ano
that's
nangyari
when
sa car?
I...
Dahil ano nangyari sa car? Ang layo ng Sarila to Alabang, ha? Ang layo. Binagalan mo ba
Well,
mag-drive?
wala namang
But
traffic.
walang traffic. It was a
Walang
fast drive
traffic.
lang.
Yeah, but that's when
So bilis mo.
no, that's where I saw like the conversation we had in the car. It was four of us naman in the car. That made depth pala tong tao to. Like we
So,
had
hindi yung,
really good.
hindi yung Porsche yung dinala mo.
No.
What was it?
Okay.
The Rolls Royce.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Rolls Royce. Yung ghost yung dala mo.
yeah,
Okay.
I had tatlo kami sa car. So I brought my nephew.
Yeah, si Elian.
His girlfriend. So we had a really good conversation going home, and I took her home. She just said goodbye, walked into her house.
He lives like mga less than 10 houses away.
Yeah, 10 houses away.
Sabi ni Dee, naglalakad ka daw parate in front of his house.
Oh, wait. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, tapusin muna natin to.
Wait.
Sige, go Dee, go Dee.
Anyway, so so yeah, I dropped her off, and then the next time was the
No,
dinner.
and then after that, he was always messaging na... Wait, I never messaged first, ha? Hindi ako nag-uuna, ha?
Wala naman ako sinasabi, pero I didn't
I'm
message
just
you right
making it
away.
clear.
The next time we spoke, and the next time was
Wait,
about...
you brought her home. Wait, Dee, you brought her home, and then paano kayo nag-goodbye?
Wala lang, bye.
Bye. Went out, and then bye.
Walang
There was
beso?
nothing. Like, okay, tapos na. No more,
Kasi
like, it was a
social
good night.
distancing, oo.
But there was nothing, like, I said, wow, she's actually really smart. She's super smart. But, I wasn't looking for anything.
Okay.
And then the next time we spoke was right the next day. I said it was nice to meet you. And then we were talking about the dinner. And you were asking also what times.
Oh, no, yeah, because we had taping.
Correct.
We were locked in for 5 days.
Mm-mm.
And then he scheduled the dinner here in his house the day after we were released
Correct.
from
And
taping.
So she came right on time, a little bit early.
But he would comment na when I post a story.
A little bit early.
Magko-comment
She
na
was
siya.
excited.
Magpaparamdam na siya.
She was excited. Imagine 5 o'clock, 4:30, nandito na.
I'm never late. You know that.
Well, yeah, but
I
that's
was
really
raised.
early.
I was raised well. I'm never late. I was here like what,
Yes.
5 minutes early.
Yes.
No, you're here.
And you live like 10
4:30.
houses away. So
4:30
hello.
exactly. Hello.
Yeah,
4:30 from 10 houses away. G.
Really? 4:30? It wasn't 4:30.
It was 4:30.
Whatever.
Because I was still like fixing stuff.
Because you move so freaking slow. You know what, G3? It was 9 o'clock, di ba? 9 yung meeting natin here, and he was still eating. The spoon was still in. I wanted to take a picture and send it to you, by the way.
Okay, so 5:30, 5, tapos 4:30 nandun na si Dai.
Yeah. And then, so,
But I'm never late.
yeah, you're never late.
Yes, me neither. Yeah. Oh, tapos?
And so we sat outside by the pool and we talked and we had a few drinks. And the chef was kind of late, so we had more than a few drinks. And by the time dinner,
I don't remember eating dinner.
yeah, by the time dinner was
You don't
served,
remember eating dinner?
medyo nakainom na kami. And that's when everything that's where the magic started. We just, there were so many, well, not naman so many people, but
See, I don't even remember that
like
magical
Rufa was
moment.
there. Oh, you know what she said? She was like this, oh. She was like this.
What?
I was talking and she's like this. And I was talking about something serious. And I go, what? What's that look on your... And she's like, I like your eyes. In front
What?
of me.
He said that.
I like your eyes.
No, Rufa, wait a second. Si Rufa just came in.
Yeah.
No?
Yes. I like
Rufa
your
is
eyes.
here na. Or Rufa is here na.
Huh?
Rufa just
Where's
came
Rufa?
in. You wanna say thank you to Rufa?
Hi, Rufa. Thank you.
Rufa! Where's Rufa? Thank you, Rufa!
O dapat si Rufa, ano siya? Parang ano siya sa wedding? Anong role ni Rufa sa wedding?
Si Rufa, enabler talaga.
Si Rufa yun talaga. You guys look so good together. You know, who cares? You guys look so good together. Yeah, non-stop si
Rufa
Rufa.
G!
It's just that,
Rufa G. O, tapos lasing na kayo sa dinner.
no, but alam mo, if it wasn't for Rufa talaga, baka hindi
I'm
nangyari.
dying of laughter, Rufa G.
Well, we were all actually dying of laughter that night. That night was hilarious. Like it was a really good evening. And my dad was there to witness everything.
Your dad was at the cabecera. I saw the video.
Yeah, he was at the cabecera and he was just like witnessing everything. And anyway, we ended the evening by Ellen just getting off the chair, going to the couch, and passing out.
Yeah.
I went over and yeah,
Super drunk.
I went over to just see if she's okay, and then the PA goes, "Wag, sasampalin ka niyan. Wag mong gisingin yan."
Yeah, Jessa, my yaya, was with us. She was drinking with us. So, yeah. So, anyway, I woke up at 3 a.m. and someone else's in a different place. Not my house. It was Derek's room!
Yeah, so
Oh my God! Sino naglagay sa'yo sa room ni Derek?
I carried her.
But not with him.
Bakit
With
sa
my
room
yaya.
mo?
So I carried her
Yeah,
and I
so
put
my
her in
yaya
my
was there
bedroom.
guarding me, making me bantay. Just in
May
case mom
bantay,
will-
may bantay. May guard.
Yeah.
Hello, anong bantay? I put you in my bed and I told your yaya si Jess, dito na lang kayo, doon na ako matutulog sa isang kwarto.
Gentleman.
Wow! Totoo?
Yeah.
And then she woke up and they snuck out of the house.
It's like,
And then I woke
why am I here? Why am I in his room? Oh my God, let's leave. Sabi ni Jessa, Ma'am, hanapin natin sila, magbabay tayo. Sabi ko, no, let's leave. So, para kaming magnanakaw.
And then my dad, who was always like, I could hear some people sneaking out of the house. At like, what hour in the morning, Derek? I was like, what? I don't know. And I went, wala na sila sa kwarto. The door was left open. The aircon was left open. I was like, okay, they left. So, and then after that, the rest is history. We just...
He just calls me every day, every morning.
and she answers it every day, every morning.
How many rings? How many rings before she answers?
How many?
rings?
One.
Oh, feeling?
It's true.
What? One, you know why? Because he would text good morning and then he'd see me online and then he'd call. So alam niya, I was online. So, I'd pick up the phone.
Okay.
Duh.
Hello. No. I would message good morning and she would send a video message. Yep.
What video message?
You'd be like, morning! That's what we would do. And then I would call na because I hate texting, because texting, like, things can be misunderstood if you don't use the right emoticon, or if you don't use an emoticon.
You're such a liar.
It's
I
too true.
don't.
Wait, I will dig it up and I'll see.
Yeah.
I will check my WhatsApp, ha?
Yeah.
Yeah, we always
Sige,
communicate
check
through
mo yung
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp mo.
Yeah, I sent videos now when we were hanging out more a lot. Not the first time. Excuse me, Derek. I got game.
Pero di,
Actually,
I had my
that's so
game so
funny.
good.
Hello. G, eto
Oh.
both of us have no
Oh,
game
sige.
in this relationship.
What? You have game?
Before,
game.
but in
Eto
this
na,
one,
game.
both of us parang no game. Like, oh my God, there's
As in, bano?
Wait.
Bano?
like pareho kaming naging tameme na torpe na hindi namin
Parang
alam
bano?
how to
Parang
act.
bano? Oh.
Like high school.
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
God!
high school.
Holding hands for the longest
Okay.
time. Like we kissed after we were boyfriend girlfriend na.
Yeah, we didn't even kiss during
kiss, first
ligawan.
kiss, first
Yeah.
Yeah, wala. Super wholesome.
Yes.
Like, I'm sure people would imagine ito si Derek.
Yeah, everyone.
Fuckboy and
Oh, bakit ako? Bakit ako lang?
fuckboy,
Ay, Derek, fuckboy ka ba daw?
Ini-imagine nila parang natatawa ko parang,
Alam mo,
oh my God,
G,
buti pa yung mga,
bakit mo tinatakpan ang mukha ko?
buti pa itong mga tao may in-imagine.
Okay, so eto imagine me, man. I'm a man. And then I'd hear her friends, and they were talking about, he doesn't even touch me. He doesn't even do this to me. He hasn't done anything. Oh my God. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Wala.
Okay.
As in, no, even the first holding hands was like, wait, that lang, te.
Yeah. We only had a...
Holding hands na yun, parang okay, I touched him.
Nothing. Zero.
Bakit? Mahihain ka? Mahihain ka?
Oh,
din?
G, I even... Like, whatever, remember? You said whatever. I'm like, no, because this is why.
Oo.
Like, I felt something different.
Go.
Like, totally out of this world that I've never felt before.
Oh!
And I wanted to figure out what it was. And number two, when Zombie Ellen came out at the dinner, she's like, I'm not looking for anything serious, ha? Gusto ko
I
lang,
told him.
gusto ko lang,
Derek, fuckboy ka.
fuckboy lang. And I was like, what? Oh my God.
I really didn't
And
want
then she
anything
goes,
serious.
and if anything should happen between you and me, it has to be when I'm sober so that we can feel.
Oh my God! Ah!
So that
Tapos?
we can. Ano nangyari sa'yo? So that we can feel the energy. And you know if you're compatible.
Fuck, you're so stupid.
It's the highest form of meditation.
I hate you.
So I was like, oh wow. So I'm like, okay. So when we'd like be together and like we'd brush skin or whatever, like talagang, no, I can't let anything happen. No. Yeah. So,
Sabi mo sa akin, hindi kayo nagsisex. Sabi mo sa akin, ligaw-ligaw talaga.
zero. Yeah, and you know, imagine how I felt when her friends, they would talk about it and I could hear it. So parang, like what? I'm like, my God, I'm being a gentleman. And ano ba gusto ba talaga nitong taong to? Eto na. So, eto na yung first kiss, G.
Okay!
That's
No.
not considered the first
Well,
kiss.
it was for me. Kasi
Ikaw daw.
it was like the first anything.
Dai, wait lang. Dai, sabi sa akin ni Di, first kiss daw, ikaw daw yung nag-kiss una.
No, because this was like mga 2 weeks now that we were hanging out almost every day and shit, ano ba to? Parang, okay, we would touch, like, we would, parang may konting holding hands na hindi mo alam kung holding hands ba o hindi. Shit, gusto ko na siyang i-kiss.
So, ito ang nangyari. So, sobrang gusto. Like I told you, wala talaga kaming game.
Wala.
Zero. So, I took her
Sabi
home,
nga niya,
being a
sabi sa
gentleman.
akin ni Di, wala talaga, hindi ka daw niya kinikiss, hindi ka niya ginagalaw. Ikaw daw talaga yung una nag-kiss sa kanya.
No, okay, that was me, but that wasn't considered a kiss because, okay, let me explain. Can you shut up first? So, eto na, I really wanted to kiss him because he dropped me home. Pero, shit, kiss ko na to.
No, pero kwento mo yung nangyari the night before.
Ano yun the night before?
The night before kasi, hinatid ko, and then nagbeso. Yung beso, half lip, half cheek. Yung parang sablay talaga. Yung parang, bye. Yung ganon. Ganon. So, I was like, oh,
Example,
okay,
gawin nyo ngayon. Gawin nyo ngayon.
Parang, ganon.
Basta.
Ganon.
Nandito lang.
So, parang, wow, okay. That was cute, sabi ko. That was cute, pero no, wala. The next day, sabi ko, siguro, ito na. May mangyayari na. Pero I don't want to make the first move kasi I respect her and all of that. And then she's like,
wow.
Go.
So, eto na, tayo, ikikiss ko na siya. Bigla. No, bigla akong natawa. Parang shit, natawa ko sa sarili ko na parang shit, ang tagal kong iniisip. Parang shit, oh my God. So parang, okay, diniretso ko na siya, parang, boom.
She hit me with her teeth. Like,
Kasi natawa na nga ako. Parang it was too late.
nakaganto siya. Ito yung dashboard ng kotse, di ba? Nakahawak pa siya sa dashboard ng kotse. And then she goes, oh, okay, bye, bag. And she, it's like, hinedbat niya ako. Talaga. And then she just opened the door, tapos lumabas na siya papunta sa bahay niya, and like ako talagang tulala na parang, oh my God.
As in, I walked away. It's like, shit, oh my God, it was so bad. Like, run. Run away.
Talagang rumampa siya papunta doon. Confident siya sa nangyari. Super confident siya sa nangyari. Pero I'm sure pagpasok niya sa loob ng bahay, ano yun? And ako naman talagang, I was tulala. Like, what the hell? So, I went home and I was doing some contemplation of, whoa. Ang ganda-ganda niya, pero she can't kiss. That's like my favorite thing. She can't kiss.
But it was really bad,
You
though.
like
I felt
kissing. D likes kissing. O, tapos?
And then, it was so bad na parang, it really disturbed me. Sabi ko, pero I like her so much. So, okay, we met up again. We're gonna go to the beach. And the night before the beach, we celebrated something.
No, we fought.
No. We went to Kakai's house first.
Oh, first fight?
That's where
fight.
First, I think that
It wasn't a fight. It was more
What was
of
it?
misunderstanding. Not just, it was a misunderstanding with her and somebody else that led to me. Na parang, wait, bakit diba, bakit sa akin ka nagagalit? And okay, bye. Okay, so here's the truth, guys. So I was like, oh, let's go home. If you're not comfortable, let's go home. I'll take you home because we're leaving then very early in the morning. And then she was all angry at me. And I was like, wait, I'm not. Like, she was like, is this how you are? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, can you tell me what is going on? And then she told me what happened. And I was like, okay. And then she thought that I knew about it. And I was like, no, I didn't know anything about it. So basically,
No, I was just also being OA, blessing na, like being so dramatic.
I was confused, totally confused. So I was like, whoa, don't give me this attitude. Why are you giving me this attitude? I didn't do anything. I'm here to help you to fix this and get this person to apologize to you if that's what needs to be done. So anyway, I took her home. Nagdrama-drama siya sa kotse ng sobra-sobra. Ano ba to? Is this the end ba? Is this...
Parang hiwalay pero hindi naman kami.
Hindi naman kami. Parang, ako naman, no, this is it. This is it. Wala na to. This is what you want, right? Ayaw na, tapos na to. I'm like, no.
Feeling
like,
girlfriend.
Anong pinagsasabi mo? Di ba parang, I'm here, gusto ko pa. Hindi, wala pa nangyayari. G, gulong-gulo na ako. Hindi ko naman away yung nangyari sa kanila. I'm like, nagdadrama kami doon, teleserye levels. And then she went into the house, and I went back to my house, which is just 10 freaking houses down the road.
10
10 houses
only.
yeah, nag-message pa kami. So I'm like, she's like, so I guess hindi na tuloy tomorrow. So I'm like, wow, whatever you want. Diba? It's up to you. Next morning, I thought wala na, hindi na kami pupunta sa beach. Nandito. Dumating. Yeah. Pero before that, kinancel niya na sa mga friends niya. Kinancel niya na sa mga, diba?
I don't remember canceling because I was drunk.
And then she messages her friends the next morning.
OA.
She messages her friends next morning and said, tuloy tayo. So gulong-gulo din sila. And then I come here and then she's here and I'm like, okay, bibigyan ko rin ng attitude to.
Oh yeah, so I was here in his house.
Natuwa
My
ka
son.
secretly.
Huh?
Di, natuwa ka secretly na nandun
Oo,
siya the next day.
nasabi ko, ay, pero stay tough. Like, stay tough. Stay tough. No, because when I went down, I was like happy that you were there, of course.
I knew that.
Wow. Anyway, so we end up going to the
Buwak
beach.
pa.
And,
Oh.
yeah, naging okay na tayo, diba?
Yeah.
I was playing with Elias and we did the swab and the swab was like she was laughing at me and everything was back to normal.
Normal.
Until and then here we go. Sabi ko sa kanya, hey, they organized a hiking trip up the mountain.
Hiking, like
Okay.
hiking. Normal
So,
walk.
ang kwento sa akin, G3, it's an easy hike. Pwede ka nga magchinelas.
This is going somewhere, I promise.
So, eto na. That the girl who invited us, she's very competitive and she's a fitness buff and all of
Very
that.
athletic. Like she climbs
Super,
mountains
yeah.
like it's just a normal walk.
Challenge ako to race me up the mountain. So, madami naman kami. Akala ko easy hike lang. So, I ran up with my friend and this girl. We ran up. And then about halfway up, sabi ko, teka muna. Sabi ko sa best friend ko, Gal, tawagan mo si Ellen. Feeling ko, hindi nila kaya.
No, because ito, siya nagyaya sa akin mag-hike. So I was like, okay, it's just a hike, normal hike, right? And then, he gets there now. And then he realized he's in
No.
trouble.
No. Halfway pa lang kami. Alam ko na, sabi ko, patay
Wait,
na naman.
now
Patay.
9,000 people are watching.
Hi, 9,000 people.
Well,
So, I'm halfway up. We call Stacy, right?
yeah.
So, Gali, like,
No, we were so angry. Like, the girls, we were left. Stacy, my friend, and then puro kami babae. We're like, in the middle of
yeah.
So, sigaw na kami sa galit. Naiiyak na kami.
Sabi ko, Gal, tawagan mo. Pagsagot nila ng telepono, yun lang naririnig namin. Fuck! Sabi ko, oh God, patay na naman ako. So I'm like, I'm dead. Sabi ko, and then we call them 3 times, and each time, that's all we're hearing. Wala na ba? Kailan ba ito matatapos? So,
No, we were really angry.
so we
Like,
get to the top. And I'm like, I'm scared. I'm really scared. So I'm like, I can get the car, and then, because the others took the car up, I can go back down and get them, but I'm like, they're like, hindi, baka bumaba na yun.
It was too late to back out because
And
we
then-
were just there in the middle of the
Hindi,
bundok
and I know
na.
you won't back out kasi Elias is already at the top.
Yeah, I know.
So, ito na, dumating na. Through with the car.
Doon.
Elias was with the car.
Okay.
He took the car. So, ito na. When we got to the top, when she got to the top, I was like, okay, lapitan ko na. Hey, I'm sorry. She's like, do not talk to me! Hindi pa kami nito, ha? Leave me alone! Sabi ko, okay, take a chill pill. So I'm like, okay, she has every right to be upset. Mahirap nga naman yung climb.
So hard.
Let her be, and then she'll be cool. So mga few minutes later, nakita ko na nandun na, nakaupo na sa picnic, nagpipicture-picture na for the gram, and then nakikipagtawanan na sa mga kasama namin. So I was like, okay na siya. Lapit ako. Leave me alone! And I'm like, why are you mad at me?
Because
This
siya yung-
wasn't my
yeah,
idea.
because ikaw yung nag-iya. And I thought that he did the walk na. That was his first time pala, but I really thought that parang he did it so many times already.
I
And
didn't
he
know
was
I
testing
had.
me. Because I thought you were testing me because the week before that, you tested me.
Yes, I did. But that was the week before.
Why? What did you test her about? Ano yung
What was that
test?
about?
Oh, about, I think it was about,
Oh, I don't know. He called me complicated and complex.
yeah. No, see, that wasn't the
That's
test.
a great
But,
that's a great idea. Complicated and complex. That's
diba?
very good.
Really?
So
Oo,
see,
gusto
that's
ko yun.
exactly, there you go. Thank you very much. I told her that. She was angry at me. And I'm like, Len, I'm actually giving a compliment. And that's why I
Complimenting you.
like. Are you still there? There. I said
I'm
it's a
here. I'm
compliment.
here.
She's like she took it the wrong way, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I don't know what relationships you've had in the past, but with me, okay, we have to communicate. Diba? Parang it's a compliment. I'm not, you know, saying this to hurt
Calling you
you or
difficult.
insult you.
Not calling you difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So anyway, cut to I'm like, okay, this has gone too far. She's giving me an attitude for something that I didn't do anything. It was her. And so we were gonna go back down and I go take the car na. Sabi ko, we'll take the car going home. So I went ahead to get the car so that they don't have to walk so far to go to the car. And then she walks right past me when I'm already in the car. I brought the car na near to
I
them.
really didn't want to be near him, but there was no other choice because
Why? Why not?
siya yung nagdala ng car.
No, there was another car. There was John's car, and she walked right by me, parang, and I'm like, hello? And she's like, what? Are we riding here? I'm like, that's why I'm driving the car, right? So she gets in the car, and she's giving me this attitude. So I'm like, okay, how papasimple ako dito. Sabi ko, Elias, do you want to hear my car make pururut? Because my car backfires, right? If you put it in this mode. So I put it in that mode, and it was a winding road. And I was like, alam ko mahihilo to.
He did it on purpose.
And then naririnig ko na lang sa side ko.
Nag-breathing exercise na ako kasi nahihilo na.
So we got back to the resort. Putlang-putla na si Ellen. And then she leaves and then she goes to make suka. Sumuka siya. I was like, all right, at least nakabawi ako. And I just said, you know what?
What an asshole.
I'm like, I don't deserve this. I'm just going to stay.
I didn't deserve that too.
I'm
My
going to
son
say-
was with me the whole
Your
time.
son was enjoying himself. So, sabi ko, buti nga sa kanya. Oh my God, gusto ka ako. Ganun siya. Anyway, I decided to just stay in my room. I'm like, I'm going to just cool it off. And then when I'm okay, I'll go back out and we can maybe talk. And then, inunahan niya ako. Pumasok na siya sa room ko. And she apologized to me.
Guwapo. Tapos?
And that's where we had our first real kiss. Yeah.
Momol.
Momol? Like what momol? Like,
Mol.
like
Mol.
ano ba yun?
It was just a
You
nice,
have good
sweet.
memories.
It was a nice,
Ano nga?
sweet.
Paano lang yung I don't know what a real kiss is.
No,
What's
it
a real
wasn't
kiss?
momol. It was just like a nice.
Open mouth kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. Di ba Dia
And-
to?
Short, no? Super short.
Super short, and then we both started laughing because we started talking about the first kiss, and I was like, "Thank God." She's like, "What?" Because I thought that first kiss is all you got.
How was
my
it?
God.
How was it for you, Dai? How was it for you, Dai? The first kiss. The first real kiss, how was it for you? Kasi di ba
I'm
sinasabi nila,
married
yung first
now.
kiss,
And we're getting married.
indication siya. Ano?
We're getting married now. So
Yeah,
Yes! Oh my.
that when that happened, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. It's
Tapos
like
na.
I'm yeah, guards down, and uh, we evening, and we were there, friends, family, we're drinking, and then suddenly Ellen's like, I'm tired. I'm like, oh, you should go to sleep now. So I took her to her room, and I thought I was going to get my second kiss. And we're about to kiss, and Elias makes some noise. So I was like, oh, you have to deal with that first. That's your priority. So she goes into her room.
Nagising.
Yeah. So she goes into her room, and I go back to our friends, and we're there. We're still drinking, partying, enjoying, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see through the glass door, Ellen is standing in the middle of the restaurant, parang sad ako, and she's looking at me like this. And I'm
I
like,
don't remember this na.
and I was like,
So,
what's
May
happening?
deniability siya.
And she comes out and she's like, why did you make me attend to my room? Like, because you're tired. Because ayaw mo na ako dito. No? And her friends are like, Derek,
all these things
last,
happen
last.
when I'm drunk.
Yeah,
Only when I'm drunk.
yeah.
Okay,
And then
so
after that,
oh.
yeah, after that, she came to me and said, my friend said I should apologize to you.
Nag-sorry siya?
Yeah, I said so. I always say sorry. Only when
Yeah,
I'm drunk. Only when I'm
yeah.
drunk.
Ay, nako.
Okay, but, oh.
And then we really had fun. We went scuba diving the next day. We just everything just like we just keep talking, talk till we
Yeah,
go.
we're always talking.
Yeah,
Just
and
talking. But the decision to move in together, di ba it was more practical reasons, for safety reasons. Because Ellen kasi di ba lived with her tita that was a senior citizen. So the decision to move in together, how did that come about?
um, well, because she was living with her auntie, and then she would go in and out of the house, so the auntie was really scared. So she was going to move to, was it Pasay?
Undecided pa.
Undecided or somewhere, and I was like, hey,
Either McKinley or Pasay or Makati.
Nag-offer ka di?
I,
Nag-offer ka di?
I offered because she was going to go into taping naman. Sabi ko, why don't you guys stay here na lang? It's safer for you. Um, diba, you can have that
Style.
room. No.
Style.
What?
Style. And then, sabi ko, yeah, you're gonna go into taping. And the thing is, parang we knew na eh. It's like, we knew. We knew.
Everybody knew. Everybody knew. Oh my God, nawala na sila. Is it me or them? Wait, is it me or them? Palay na ang lumipat sa manok. Oh, they're gone. But we haven't talked about the engagement. Wait. 99 people want to be in this video. But wait. So, you know what? Like, ayan, wait, let's check. Guys, where are you? You were gone. So, of course, like, Derek was on our March cover. And then he told me, wait, they're trying to get back in. Hanggang nalising na ako. Wait. Baka nawala ng bat. Guys, where are you? Meanwhile, let's check who's here. Or should I text them? D. Ellen. What happened? Ayun, Ellen.
Love, can you try?
Sorry about that.
I'm looking for my vape.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
game,
where were
D.
we? Sorry.
So, the decision to move in together was more practical and safety reasons, diba?
Yeah. And she was going to. It wasn't really move in. It's like, hey, you can stay here until you have to go to taping.
No, until I have to go back to Cebu because after that taping na, and I
Sorry,
was
yeah.
scheduled to go back to Cebu na.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then.
But then,
But then he asked me to stay.
What? No, I did not. No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
No, oh. What did you tell
Oh,
me when you asked me to move in with you?
oh, what
Beth.
did you say, D? D, what did you say? You have to be honest. Kasi parang honest tayo
honest.
forever eh.
I think I've been
Yeah,
more
be
than honest this whole time.
Yeah, be honest. What did you tell her?
Yeah. What did I tell her?
What? What did you
Bigla
tell her?
nagka-amnesia.
No. I'm just trying to play it back. Kasi, di ba, you're supposed to.
Yeah,
you
so I
stayed
stayed here temporarily and then I was supposed to go home na. This was after taping na.
Oh.
Yes, and nung
But I
Feb,
also didn't want to go. I didn't
4.
want to go back because I wanted to stay with him. Parang dinelay ko na lang ng dinelay. Uy, okay, sige. I'll spend more time with him.
So, what happened? Feb 4, naging tayo.
Okay.
Kailan
I
kayo,
forgot na, but
naging kayo?
anyway.
Wait, kailan kayo naging kayo?
Feb 4.
How do you know that it's Feb 4?
I asked her to be my girlfriend.
Paano mo siya tinanong? Ano yung circumstance?
Oh, was it?
He was jealous of someone.
Oh my God, John Lloyd.
No.
Oh.
No.
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 Hindi siya
Ba't ka
papayag.
natatawa?
No,
Who
to
was
somebody.
he jealous of?
To somebody.
Ay my God, Dai, sinabi mo na,
But
Dai,
wait.
jealous.
In fairness to me, it was because she was purposely trying to make me jealous.
No, that wasn't that time. Yeah.
Talaga? Sadya? Sadya?
That was a different time.
No, kasi I'm not.
No, because he asked me if it was okay ba daw with me if he was dating someone else. So I told
Oh my
him,
God! Seryoso? Oh.
Yeah. no,
No.
if you dated someone else. I was like, no. And then
What?
Yeah. That was it. Parang okay lang ba if you dated other girls? Sa akin.
I never asked you that.
Yes, you did. That is how it started.
Oh my
Tingnan mo.
God. No, that's not. I think you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Why would I ask you if I can date other?
No, it was a question that led to that.
Okay. I thought you were
Nakainis.
asking if I'm asking if I can date other girls.
It was a question, and then I said
Oh.
no. Diba? Ayoko, gusto ko ako lang. And then he asked me if parang
Feeling talaga si Derek. Thanks, Wortley.
and then he
Whatever.
asked eh,
Oh.
yun na parang or I asked you basta parang it wasn't okay for us, for both of us to like
Date anybody else.
anyone, yeah. So sabi niya, okay, if that's ganun pala then
Exclusive na.
No, I wanted to know if she wanted commitment or what. Because, di ba, ang dami nga sabi niya, I just want to, di ba, ang gusto ko lang.
Tomboy ka lang daw, sabi niya kanina.
Here I am.
Oo.
Like, I don't even touch her. I don't even do anything because I want to respect her and I wanted to respect her wishes. And she said, if this ever happens, I want us to be sober. There can't be any alcohol involved. So talaga,
Okay. So, Feb 4, sober. Sober kayong dalawa, Feb 4.
Feb 4, yeah, I asked her and she said yes. And we'd be talking, in like lying down beside each other, and I don't know how when I told her that I love her, gee, like I don't know what happened to me. Like,
He told me he loved me.
okay,
Wala
this
pang
is
two
too much
weeks.
honesty here.
Wala pang 2 weeks.
No,
Love na siya sa akin.
well, siya
Anong
rin.
circumstance? Dai, anong circumstance? Ano yung lang na nabigani lang siya?
It just happened, and
No,
I
we were
got cold
talking.
sweats. Yeah.
We were talking. Wala, hindi pa kami nag-kiss na to. Did we kiss na this time?
Mm.
I think, or we did.
Yeah, we did in Nila.
In Anilaw.
Yeah, but
Ah,
nothing.
may kiss na yung I love you.
After that, puro pa cute-cute na naman.
Yeah.
Sobrang wholesome talaga.
Super. And then we were just talking in bed, and like I said it.
Yeah, it out
just
of the
came
blue.
out
Like,
of
parang,
the
Nagulat ka, Dai?
And
no, and then the way he said it, he was like, parang, love you. Sige, sige. Ay, ouch! Yung parang, but I heard it because it was super hina the way he said it, but I heard the word love. And I was like, what? What did you say? And then, oh, ikaw na.
sige, ikaw na.
Ikaw na. And then he ran into the banyo.
Like ran? Like tumakbo?
Ran. Like, we were in bed, we were talking, and then he said, love you, napalove you siya, bigla. And then he ran. He hid in the banyo.
Hinabol mo?
Nasuka ako.
Bakit?
Parang ano ba to? Ang weird. Pumunta siya sa banyo, and then I was like, Hoy, what's happening to you? Hoy, ano yung sinabi mo? Hoy, labas mo, ganyan. Saw him. Parang he was just like there, nakatayo sa door. Ayaw na ba? Nakatingin lang siya sa stalker.
I mean, you don't say I love you in the first 2 weeks, or like, diba, parang weird.
Malay ko ba?
Ikaw kasi kaya mo. Ikaw kaya mo mag-I love you first 2 weeks.
No, hindi ko nga kaya.
No, kaya mo.
Hindi ko kaya. Nasuka nga ako.
First time.
Yeah, parang, I told you, I had to figure this all out. I don't know. It was like a really new thing for me. And you like, to puke is
So
a
he
sign
went out
that
of
this
the
is just,
banyo.
I always like to be in control. You know that, right?
True.
Oh.
Yeah, in fairness.
And then this
Sanay
time,
kasi siya na
this time
nahabol siya.
I wasn't in control. Whatever, ang ganda mo, te.
Maganda
Ang
talaga.
ganda mo, te.
Guwapa.
Anyway, so I was just like, what is happening to me? What is this thing? What's going on with me? And then we spoke, and then she, out of the blue, says, I love you too.
No! But he
Huh?
so cold. His feet was so cold. As in, he was cold.
Oh, wait, Dai. Can I see your ring, Dai? Can I see your ring? Ang laki. Ilan yan, Di? Ilang carats yan, Di? Can I see? Dai?
Because I took it off because I was looking for my vape and I put in the mouth.
Di, ilang carats yan?
Basta.
8, 10.
Oo nga, ilang carats to? Hindi ko man lang alam.
Di, ilang carats yan?
Basta.
Sabihin mo na, oh my God, everybody wants to know.
Basta. It's not important.
Is it 4 million pesos?
Basta.
More or less. Say more or
The
less.
price doesn't matter.
But how big is it?
Kasi, I mean, Ellen's not that type of girl, so.
But how big is it?
I don't know, but okay. Let's just
It's
do a
8.
comparison.
I think it's 8.
This
I think
one
it's 8. It's
is
very beautiful.
3.
This is her father's ring for her.
This is 3 point something, and this is
huge.
That's 8. That's for sure 8. Tama, Di?
Oh.
Ha?
No, not naman 8. That's too big naman, 8. Basta.
Is it 6.5? Sabihin mo na, oh my
Basta!
God! Akala ko
No!
I
ayun
don't know.
ko.
I don't know. So,
No, it's not that. It looks bigger because it's pear-shaped.
6.5.
Basta na.
6.2.
No.
6.2?
No.
Sinabi mo sa akin na
I'll tell
magpo-propose
you
ka na,
like,
di ba?
no, kasi ito yung story dyan.
Oh, sige.
My mom was gonna give me a 7.8 carat
Happy ka,
diamond.
Daddy! Oh,
Yeah, to give to Ellen.
7 point.
Like, I think it was 7.8.
Oh, 8 nga yan. Sure ako 8
So
yan.
I was like, Mom, I can't take that from you. And like, para 7 carat diamond is just way too big, I think, for an engagement ring. So if you want to give it to me to give to Ellen for a pendant on a necklace, then in the future, diba? Sabi ko, no, I want to purchase this one, this diamond. And um, so I learned a lot about diamonds. And there's chismis na pinagpasahan daw to ng mga exes ko, which is so funny, these
So, may
haters.
ang chismis, ex-deal. Kasi tinag mo yung ano eh. So,
Oh wow,
believe yan.
that one I didn't hear. I tagged them because the story behind this is the diamond arrived, the ring arrived on the day of the proposal.
Oh, wow.
So imagine the
he
stress.
canceled everything na.
I canceled everything. I was just going to throw a birthday party for Ellen, and the night before, like late, mga 9 o'clock, the ring was going to arrive. So it actually was in my hand the day of the proposal. So
When you,
these
when
these
you,
these
Dee, when you saw
bashers,
the ring, how did you feel when you saw the ring for the first time?
it was perfect. It was how I imagined it.
Sobrang
Because
laki niyan. Ang
there are
laki-laki.
some rules in the ring that for them it's like, no, we can't do that, sir. It's too ano. I'm like, please, this is how I want it. So they had it made and they did it, and it just came out perfect. Especially with the scare na it wasn't going to arrive. I I I tagged the people who did the ring because I'm appreciative. There's no X deal here, nothing of a sort. My God, ang
So,
cheap
it
naman
is
to.
fully paid. Fully paid. To be
Yeah,
clear.
of course. And
Yaman, bilyonaryo.
no, it's like this is me getting married. This is me proposing. So I didn't hindi ko nga tinanggap yung 7.8 carat diamond from my mom.
So, that's bigger.
Diba?
Tama ako, 8 yan.
No, 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 no. It's not that big. It's not that as big as that. But imagine my feeling to get it on that day, and I was like, I didn't even know if it was going to be. It came out the way I wanted it to, and when I saw it, it was just really, it was really beautiful, and it was just like,
Sobrang ganda. Grabe.
Parang may
Sobrang
ilaw sa
class.
ilalim.
yeah,
Sobrang class.
But I wanted the stone to speak for
Ganda. Ang laki.
itself,
Grabe. Nakabulag. Pwede ka mag-ice
and
skating.
No, but in fairness to him, he asked me what
Shape.
my peg was.
like
Like,
I was
wow.
fishing,
Yeah.
and I thought because she has really nice hands, I was like a pear-shaped diamond would look perfect on her hand, and yeah, I was so scared kasi dapat April 2 her birthday, and we were all having lunch, and here comes Ellen, guys, on my birthday I don't want anything happening, and I was like, oh my god, everything's set for April 2. What the hell are we gonna do? And her friend was there with us, and I was looking at her, na parang, oh my god. So I was like, okay, I believe in numbers, eh. So April 2 adds to 11. So I'm
Really?
like, yeah,
Oh, shit.
April 2 adds to 11. So I was like, oh no, that 11 is important to me. So it's like March 30. So I text the painter who for the gifts that I have for her. I
Ganda ng
text
painting.
the I text the ring, and they said, okay, it's going to. No, because ECQ happened, right? And all of that.
Yeah,
So parang,
yeah.
oh no. And I tagged them because they really did a good. I don't know how they got new balloons to arrive because she was already on her way to the house. So I was like, oh man, the stress. The stress.
Ellen, syempre, it happened in your house, di ba, Dee?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Ellen, how did you feel when parang did you know what was going on at the time? We all saw the video, and it was like, parang for you, it was a birthday celebration, and then when, he went down and proposed, how did you feel? What was going on in your mind when that was all happening?
No, so earlier that day, I didn't know na para my surprise because they planned it so well. Like there were stuff that the aircon got sira and then nagdrama siya that people are destroying stuff, sinisira na daw lahat, and then he wanted a breather, so he wanted to play PlayStation in our neighbor's house, and then
And I'm not a PlayStation guy.
so but he was playing there for like 30 minutes, nagdrama siya, and then I really didn't know that something like that was happening. Hindi pa ako something like that was happening. Hindi pa ako nag-ayos. But,
True, nagalit ka ba na hindi ka niya sinabihan na mag-ayos ka or something? Or okay,
hindi, buti na lang talaga maganda ako.
guwapa na kasi,
You know-
guwapa na.
You know, it happened between Ellen and I. We were wearing the same outfit
Sobra
during
lang.
the proposal. Like she was wearing the same shirt.
Same shirt
Yeah.
ba? Akala ko parang
Yeah.
ako. Tapos,
Same shirt because G3, my plan was just to be here in Manila for 3 weeks.
Okay.
So, I only have 3 weeks worth of clothes. Even until now, wala pa, hindi pa dumating yung mga damit ko. So, paulit-ulit na lang.
Yeah.
and then,
So where was I?
No, so I didn't know
Yeah.
that
That he
he
was
was
gonna
going to propose because
10K na. Hi, 10K.
because what is this, parang ang daming activities eh.
No, I
there were
wanted
games.
wanted her to feel like it was just a birthday party.
Yeah.
That's the birthday party. Yeah.
So hence the balloons. I didn't want balloons because I think they were cheesy, but I was like, okay, it has to. If it's a birthday, there has to be balloons.
So when I went up, everyone was there. Bang, surprise na ako.
No,
And
family lang.
no, your family, everyone was there. Like
Yeah.
your family, like a lot of people were there. And then surprise na. And then they showed this video of my friends and family. So parang sunod-sunod yung surprise. And then after the video thingy, they asked me to play this game.
Oh.
So it was like solving this what's that?
I had riddles made.
Yeah. So I had to go up and down to look for the clues and solve it. So my mind was off it. Like wala na akong time na, na mag-isip-isip or mag-assume.
Yeah, so there was 5 riddles. So
Because
she had to go
tuloy-tuloy.
down, and then she had to go outside the house and back to the pool,
To look
and
for
then
it.
ended up going to the roof deck, to the garden, where her friends were there naman to surprise her. So it was a second surprise. So she was overwhelmed already.
So when he asked me, when he asked me to marry him, I forgot that I was supposed to say yes. Parang automatic na akala ko understood na ng lahat na yes na yun.
Yeah.
And then his sister asked, "Hoy, what's your answer? What's your answer?" And then, yeah, dun ako sumagot.
Okay, so syempre, yes, you are engaged. You're 1 week engaged.
Yeah.
If people are going to ask you, Ellen, syempre, di ba, ever since you were young, syempre, meron ka idea of how you're going to get married. Of course, with the differing times and everything that's going on, what is your ideal wedding right now?
I never planned. I never wanted to get married.
Really?
Honestly, my elementary friends, my high school friends are messaging me. They've been messaging me. So, oh my God, I can't believe you're getting married. Parang high school pa lang, ayaw mo pakasal. It's like, yeah. So, today was the first day that I thought of my wedding.
Getting
But
married.
wala pa. So, yeah, we talked about it and wala pang final plans. Wala pa.
But do you think that you will get married in the quarantine or after COVID?
This year.
This year.
2021, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God, di ba parang like before the article came out, everybody was saying na parang this is a guy that will never get married. And then when the article came out, parang this is a guy that wants to get married with everyone. Diba?
They always have something to say.
Yeah, I'm numb already. I don't understand their way of thinking anymore. It's like everything is just date. Um, yeah, I'm Mr. F boy who doesn't take anyone seriously. And then when the article came out and they saw how honest I was about my feelings for Ellen, it was that I'm just like that to every one of my girls. I proposed to Ellen. I proposed na pala to all my girls. I thought I treated them like crap because I didn't want anything, that serious with them. Now it's
Right.
each one of them. It's that. So I naguguluhan na talaga ako. Even, di ba, that I moved to men. And then, like, even, like, di ba, also the stuff that I married Ellen because of her money. Parang, sige na. Just throw whatever it is that you want at me. I'm a happy boy, and I think you guys can see that. And you're my friend.
Everybody wants you kasi di ba parang everybody has been on lockdown. On lockdown, pinakamarami kayong na-achieve dalawa.
Diba?
On lockdown, kayo yung pinakamaraming na-achieve. Di ba? Parang nag-date kayo, tapos parang naging engaged kayo, and you're going to get married, obviously, in lockdown this year. So, for people that are so, sick of the lockdown, for people that are so sad that they might not find each other, or
There's
one
hope,
another,
guys. There's
how do
hope.
you, what can you tell them? Kasi parang kayo yung living example na kahit na ang dami-daming restrictions, kahit na ang dami-daming pumipigil, nagkakaroon ng opportunity to find really the one that is meant for you. So what can you tell people that are your haters, that are your supporters, na this is something that goes above and beyond everything, every circumstance. Kasi kayo parang na-define nyo lahat ng odds eh. Parang you always, parang ever since the time that you came together, parang sinabi nyo sa amin na parang pag meant kayo to be together, it doesn't matter the circumstance. It doesn't matter if there's a pandemic. It's going to happen for you. So what advice can you give all of your followers?
Can you go first?
Sabi ni Ella, ano ba yun? Naglang naging seryoso.
Well, to our supporters, of course, that's one thing that we lack in this world. It's believing in love, and actually understanding what love really is. It's hard. Love is difficult to understand. I was once there too, but now that I felt this with Ellen, it's just all clear to me now, and that's why after 44 years,
44 years, guys. It
wala
took him
pang
44 years, so be patient.
be patient. Yeah, it's true. Don't rush into it. But look, when I looked into myself and asked myself, what is this that I'm feeling? And I was like, wow, this is what true love is. And then because it's only been 2 weeks, I go, why should I hold back? And I'm like, I'm so sure already. And I told her, and I was confident. And that's what I told my mom. My mom was, why so fast? And I go, Mom, when did I ever bring up the M word in my 44 years? And she's like, alam mo, tama ka, anak. And she saw how different I was. Have I thought of being in love before? Yeah, I've been there. It doesn't make me a bad guy. It's just more of like, you have to find out. Diba? And with Ellen, I discovered it. And it's in some really hard times because we're going through a pandemic. But with that said, you shouldn't let this whole, you're waiting for true love to find true love. You shouldn't let it consume you and make you an evil person and hate on people who have found it. Your time will come. And like I said, it took me 44 years, and it came in the most, like in a pandemic. I would never have thought it would happen during a pandemic, but it did, and I'm in love, and you guys will feel that too. You'll find that someone, but we should stop spreading hate, and just be happy for one another and spread positivity, guys, or this pandemic will never end. Diba?
Yeah, I think it's very obvious how happy you are, how committed you are to this relationship. And I think like the moment you propose, parang it shut down all the haters. But what about you, Dai, Ellen? What, I mean, like, what were you sure about with Derek that you weren't sure about with John Lloyd?
What was I? Okay, first is the connection, it's the communication. And um he met me at the right time. He met me because during the pandemic, I fixed myself. I worked on myself. I did a lot of inner work. So at the time, I knew what I wanted na. I knew what was good for me. I knew what was bad for me. So yeah, and then when I made better choices and for myself, that's when things just started to come in, and everything just made sense. And I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
I'm so happy that everything
Like
made
I
sense
was
with
I was
him.
happy na I was content and happy without him. Gets mo?
Yeah.
I didn't have that desperate vibe of like trying to look for love, looking for a guy to complete me. I was already complete. And then when Derek came, he just made it better. I mean, more beautiful.
Oh my God, di,
So,
kinikilig ka pa?
yun lang yung ganda ng buhay ko when he came. And it
It's
was just,
very, yeah. Parang kami that we're watching, parang, syempre maraming haters, marami, but everyone that understands it is, parang, like me, I understand it. It's something that we wish for you. It's something that we wish for D. Especially me, I've known D, like we started in show business together, I don't know, like
yeah.
15,
And
16
also
years.
my relationships before did not work because um I would not communicate well.
Okay.
I would
I
shut
mean,
down, and when I worked on myself, that's when I learned how to to communicate in a healthy way. So timing si Derek talaga, and
exactly,
that's how it works. That's how our relationship works because we communicate well.
yeah. I mean, Ellen's not saying, and I'm not saying that I'm better than JL or I'm better
Yeah,
than any of her exes. It's not that, or Ellen is better than any of my exes. It's just I
we
guess
met at the right
we met at
time.
the right time. We're meant to be, and that's how it works. It's just that's just how love is. That's
But,
how life
no,
is.
because if I met him 5 years ago, I told him no, it wouldn't work. I'd be the same crazy girl, no? And
Yeah, and
daming
I
issues, I would just hold it in and
wouldn't
could
have the
not
patience.
express it properly
Pero
or
there's nothing,
right.
I want to clarify that there's nothing wrong with being a crazy girl. I'm also a crazy
No,
girl.
not at
You're a
all.
crazy
But
girl.
I mean, like,
Nothing
crazy na
wrong.
parang not really sure or
yeah,
Yeah.
daming issues or,
like if those things that happened with us now happened if to the Derek of like 5, 10 years ago, I wouldn't have the patience or the maturity to look past that.
yeah.
But with this, it's like there was something else that I could see. So best foot forward, diba? I told you that in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was none of that crap. It was worst foot forward. Here's what I am. This is my dark side, or we showed we were comfortable showing each other that, and seeing that side of her and her seeing my side, it didn't become an issue. It was tanggap. Parang swak na swak talaga. So I think that's why this relationship really, really works. We communicate. We have that, diba, kung sa mga superstars, they say that X factor. We have that
Right.
chemical imbalance. Kaya ako nasuka. But we're both alphas. But when we're together, it's neutralized.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess as a
So
last question, I want to ask, what kind of a relationship does Austin have with Elias, and what kind of relationship Elias has with Austin? Because that's really the boiling point of everything, diba? Parang it's going to be an instant family. It's going to be like, parang a family that comes together, two families that come together. So I want to know what the relationship between Elias and Austin is?
Well, when I spoke to my son before anything else, before proposing, I needed to get his blessing. So Austin was one of the first people I spoke to, and my son told me he thinks it would be really cool if he had a younger brother. And he thought it was. He really adores Ellen. He thinks she's cool, and he's like, I want you to be happy. And like Ellen's energy and Ellen's presence um, has actually really, really, really turned my world around. Like everything is just falling into place. And the thing I've been praying for the most is for my son to call me dad, and that happened.
Yung
Uh,
hug. Oo.
that happened like the day after, no, the whole proposal, and um, yeah, I broke down into tears. I couldn't even handle myself. I ran straight to Ellen. And I was like, she thought somebody died or something. And my son told me the other day that um, he promised himself to call me dad when he sees me
As a
get
dad.
engaged. Because I promised myself if you were engaged, I'd call you dad. And I was by the pool. He came down. I goes, I have to talk to you. And he's like, I go, what's up? And he's like, I think it's time. And I'm like, it's time for what? And he's like, to call you dad. And I was like, who? Whatever. Are you sure? You don't have to. And he's like,
He
no.
broke down.
And then
Yeah,
I
I
asked him
saw.
to give me a hug, and I broke down. Buti na lang that moment was caught by Ellen's friend. They were just chilling
Yeah,
by
Mm.
I
the
saw
pool
that
too,
on IG.
and I didn't know that they were actually videoing me, and they were all crying too.
Well, I'm
But
so
yeah,
happy. Yeah, as a friend, I'm
uh,
so happy about everything that's happening in your life right now. Like the whole, parang among everyone that's going through lockdown, you are probably like the most blessed guy because this happened, everything happened in lockdown. So you're giving everyone hope. So I just wanna know, like, syempre, the wedding will happen during lockdown. Like this year, 2021. You said kanina, tama?
mhm. We're
It's
both on the same page because we don't really want that big grand
Yeah.
wedding.
No, una nga, I was like,
ano?
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay.
Nung
I just
una,
told him I just my dream wedding I just want to elope.
oh, what is your dream
And
wedding?
then and
Dai,
then
what is your dream wedding, Dai?
I showed her a photo of one of my good friends getting married at the municipio. They've been together for
Oh,
14 years. They have two kids, and they decided to marry during the lockdown, during the whole COVID.
Parang elope.
So, 14 years na sila. Para na rin silang kasal. But wala pa. It's not just, legal. It's legalized. So, they decided, out of the blue, let's go down to see a judge and get married in sa munisipyo. And I
oh.
showed her the photos. I go, yan ang gusto mo. She's like, ay, ayoko pala.
Oh,
But I
talaga ba,
don't
di?
want a big
Sobrang
wedding. I don't
post.
want
Oh.
to wear a gown. I don't want, like all that fancy
You
whatever.
don't want to wear a gown.
No, I hate gowns.
Do
Okay,
you think
sige.
it's because we, like, diba, what is the meaning of,
So we actually
marriage?
spoke this morning. Parang
Yeah.
meron na kaming naisip. And I thought about it. Like, you know what? The purpose of this is just I want to marry you. I don't want. I'm not going to marry you because I want to wear a gown or I want people to look at me like I'm the most beautiful bride in the world. That's not my the point. So, yeah, just expect a very simple wedding.
A very simple wedding for Derek Ramsey and Elena Darna. So we're gonna look forward to that in 2021. You let me know, ha?
Of course, of course.
Thank you, guys. Guys, you're not even drunk in this interview. I was so disappointed. I thought that you were gonna be drinking, but
Kasi we're high.
High on love.
High on
High
love.
on love. On
sobrang
serotonin.
high on love. Grabe. You have proved to everyone that love can be very transcendent, that love conquers all, that love happens in a nick of time. Kasi parang, ano ba yung timeline ng love nyo? Like 3 months? Tama ba? Whirlwind talaga
Yeah.
siya.
I think it's our year. I think it's our year this year because we're both dragons.
Ah! That's why. Sabi nga ni Di, pareho kayong
What's the
alpha.
date
So, paano
today?
yan?
April.
What's the date today?
Today is April 5.
Nakalimutan natin. Second month.
Okay.
Oh my God!
We forgot. We
Ano
forgot.
to?
It was our second month. Yes.
Happy Anif! Oh, momol. Anif, momol.
Mama.
Di isang momol and then we go. That's not even a momol.
That is for her.
That is a momol na for her.
Whatever.
Sige na, Di. May momol mo and then we'll go.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not gonna turn this off until you momol her. Ayun na. Die. Very clumsy yan, Die. Very clumsy.
Shit, bigla.
You know the funny thing is, we're like this every day. Like this energy, we wake up and it's like we picked off from where we left off the night before, and we always talk about it. It's like it's such a great feeling. It really is. I am always smiling. I really am. I don't care. So
I
yeah,
can
call
see.
me,
I can see.
call me a pussy, call me a sissy, call me all the whole thing. It just bounces off of me because I am just always smiling with this woman. She is awesome.
Wow, yeah.
Awesome,
You just
Ellen.
always look at me and smile. It's like, "Uy, ano na? Uy, why are you laughing? Why are you smiling? Ano yan? Nakakapraning na.
So we are all gonna look forward to your wedding this year, 2021, you said. So anyway, like to end this episode, can you please just give us like something to be happy about, like for our life? Oh, tama na. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for giving me
Thank
your
you.
first interview. I'm gonna see you soon when ECQ comes down. Let's just, get a couple of
Kailan
drinks.
pa?
Cheers.
Cheers. Stay
Bye,
safe.
bye, guys.
Bye,
Salamat.
G3.
Take care, everybody.